Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, Randal Grichuk was potentially in a trade with the Milwaukee Brewers for Jackie Bradley Jr.? What? We're going to get into it. But before we do, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and as well, hit that post notification bell button. This video is brought to you by Fan Duel as well, so check out the link in the description and sign up and play some games. All right, Nick, so let's break it down for everybody of like what exactly happened over this little crazy beginning of the week that we had while there was still baseball.
Yeah, well, Jackie Bradley Jr. was the dude, and he is now on the Boston Red Sox. The Milwaukee Brewers, they got a deal done, and they shipped him off. So obviously they were looking to get rid of him, but they were talking to the Blue Jays, and they wanted to ship Jackie Bradley Jr. off for Randal Grichuk in a simple 1-for-1. Both play outfield, both are like kind of bad, and it's a little bit of a weird one. They did eventually get rid of him to the Boston Red Sox. Obviously, Grichuk's probably not on their trade radar anymore, but what are your thoughts on that, man? JBJ for Grichuk?
I mean, for the Brewers standpoint, yeah, I would definitely take that because they definitely need some bats. They have the money to get bats, and it feels like the Brewers aren't really going out to get any bats, like any good ones, on the free agency market. So Randal Grichuk actually would be really good for them, right? Because we don't really want him, and he could easily play an everyday role there. But from the Toronto Blue Jays standpoint, you got a couple questions to ask. Are you really willing to give up Randal Grichuk, who, like, let's be honest, like, he's between like a 700 and 800 OPS guy any given year, which is okay. He's good. He's a good like bench bat and like third, fourth outfielder.
Let's be careful with the word "good," big guy. I personally do not feel of the opinion that Randal Grichuk is a good MLB player.
I'm talking about good bench and third outfielder, not good everyday MLB.
Okay. If you want to talk about good bench bat, sure.
Yeah, he's like a good bench bat for the Toronto Blue Jays. So we'd basically be trading for Jackie Bradley Jr., who's basically not even serviceable. He had a horrible 2021 year with an OPS of 497 and batted 163. So it's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
But the only thing is the contract. That's the big difference.
Yes, exactly, man. See, Grichuk is getting paid too much for being a bench bat, in my opinion. $10.3 million for the next 2 years. That's a decent amount. That's somebody who, frankly, in my opinion, should be starting on your baseball team and not being that bench bat, even though Grichuk, like we said, decent bench bat. JBJ, he's getting paid $9.5 million, and then the next year would be getting paid $12 million. So you're like, well, why on earth would we do that? It's that next year, that $12 million year, it would have to be a mutual option. And frankly, Jackie Bradley Jr. is not worth $12 million. I do not expect both parties to agree on that. So really what this is do you want a bench bat who's slightly better for $10.5 million for 2 years, or do you want a slightly worse bench bat for $9.5 million for 1 year? And obviously, the Toronto Blue Jays said, no, I think we're going to hold on to Grichuk because they did not go through with this trade. But I'm not so sure, man. Like, from my standpoint, I would have considered it for sure, just because JBJ, frankly, the 497 OPS, I don't think that that's what he's going to do next year. I do expect a little bit of an increase from that. That is like literally god-awful. Granted, last 3 years, 656 OPS, so it's not like so much better. But he is elite defensively. We do cut down one of the years from Grichuk, which I like for sure. So I would have considered it, especially if we're walking into this year thinking that Grichuk really is going to be the bench dude, and he's not going to play that much baseball.
Yeah, I hear that argument as well. For me, I think I'm kind of happy they didn't go for it just because, you know, injuries happen all the time. And Grichuk, if we have to slide him in, he's slid in now. He's going to play every single day, and we know he could play every single day. So I'm okay with this deal just happening in itself. But, I mean, if they can find a way to trade Grichuk for something of value maybe that can also shave off that contract. Maybe we have someone coming up and replacing, kind of filling in for that Grichuk role. Then I'm okay with that. But Jackie Bradley Jr. might not do that.
I'll be honest. I don't really see that happening, guys. And the problem is, like, if we're trading Grichuk, this is the type of return that we're getting. Like, basically what this deal is we're getting rid of money. we are getting rid of half of Grichuk's contract if we wanted to do this. And that's like the best that we're going to really get because he's got a negative 12.2 trade value. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s trade value is about the exact same. So nobody is going to give us up anything of value here. We're basically, if we're trading him, getting rid of money, shaving off it any way that we can. So I guess the Blue Jays want to hold on to Grichuk. They weren't quite ready to cut ties yet. But I'm super down to get rid of Grichuk if, something arises. And that's what I mean. Like, I think I would have been okay with it because I don't really love Grichuk. I don't really love JBJ. But, ride the bench, big guy.
Which one do you want?
Yeah,
That's the question.
I'll take less of Grichuk and less of JBJ.
Fair enough. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would have you taken this trade for JBJ or have you kept Randal Grichuk? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, you can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you want to win a jersey, Fan Duel is the way to do it. Hop into the description, hop onto the Fan Duel, and then play some games, man. Using that code, you'll be entered to win a jersey and also $3 a month to become a Patreon member. Shout out and thank you to all of these current Patreon members. You guys are studs.
And thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!